What is up, I Love Basketball TV? It's Coach Ryan Razooky, and today we are talking about the 5 most important finishes that you need around the basket. Let's get into it. So the first 2 finishes are going to be done against our primary or on-ball defender. So this is my on-ball defender here, and as I make my move to the basket and I'm driving, the first thing I need to do is make sure that I get him on my hip. And once I have him on my hip, I need to, again, draw some contact, make sure that I drive and get underneath the basket as much as possible. The more that he's able to push me this way, the worse my finishing options are. So number 1 is make sure that you drive directly to the basket in a straight line as possible. This can also help you to get away from the help side defense, because the closer you get to them, the worse your options are as well. But now as I drive, I'm gonna go ahead and slam the ball, right hand, left foot, pick it up and put the ball on my shoulder. Take 1 step forward, this is 1, take the 2nd step into defense, this is 2, and then finish that layup there. The most common mistake with this is as I drive, players will rock that basketball and go 1, 2, putting that ball close to the defense where he can easily take it from me. But I want to make sure that I'm able to keep it on this side of my body, whether I put it on my shoulder or whether I extend it. So when I'm driving, right hand, left foot, this is now going to be step 1. Step 2 goes into him, and then I can finish this layup. But you notice how that ball's on this side of my body the whole time. Our second finish is going to be our bump evade. So as I drive on this one, instead of picking it up and then hitting him on my 2nd step here, now what I'm going to do is actually hit him while I dribble. And so there's always going to be 3 layers of contact. I can hit him while I dribble, I can hit him while I pick it up, and I can hit him in the air. And so for here, we're gonna be making sure that we hit him on the dribble. So once I make my move and get past, boom, I'm gonna slam the basketball, and at the same time that I slam it, hit him on that dribble. And then I'm allowed to take 2 steps, but I'm really only gonna need just 1. Unless, worst case scenario, there's some help side. But we're gonna focus on bumping, taking 1 step away, and then extending layup, right hand, right foot. So I can make my move, boom, I drive, and I hit him on this dribble, 1, 2, extend, and finish that layup right there. Dribble and step at the exact same time. Make sure that the ball stays protected on the side, and I never bring it closer to my defense. So make my move, boom, contact, 1 step, and then extend. Going to the left here, I make my move, left hand dribble, right foot into him, left foot away. You gotta make sure that you switch feet. There are times when players working on this will try to go right foot and then right foot, which is definitely not gonna work for this. I wanna separate with the opposite in the next foot. So I make my move, drive, right foot, left foot, and then extend. And you can see that I'm able to keep the ball away from him the whole time. I will not bring it any closer to him. It stays here, and my body is the only thing that hits him, and then I'm extending that basketball to the outside. So these are our 2 contact and staple finishes that you need around the basket. Our third one is going to be our spin move. And there are 2 ways to teach this and 2 ways to show you how to do this. But number 1, again, is on this primary defender. So once I make my move and try to get past him, he's on my hip. So I drove, he's here. But he's pretty fast, or I didn't do a good job at taking the right angles. So as I drive, at the last minute, he's going to cut me off. What needs to happen here is that I slam the basketball, and then as I slam it, I'm going to end up stepping left foot here, and then right foot here. And you got to put both feet down, because I'm going to have more options this way. I don't have to jump. I'm not stuck. I don't have to shoot it or pass it in the air. I can pump fake. I can step through. I can pass it. I can be patient. So make sure that you get both feet down. So again, as I drive, this is against primary defender. He's on my hip. Boom. He cuts me off. Slam, 1, 2. Left hand dribble, left hand pickup. Another common mistake is that this happens. Is that I slam, and some people want to go left hand dribble, right hand pickup. That's an issue. It's left hand dribble, left hand pickup, and then I can finish on the other side. Now the second way that you're going to see this is if this is not my primary defender, but he's a help side defender. So if he's over at the basket and I'm driving, I beat my primary defender, but the help side tries to step up and reach. It's the same thing. Slam, 1, 2, and finish. There's no difference except for a little bit of contact. So because he's the secondary defender, I'm driving to the basket, he tries to cut off my angles. I'm quick slam, left hand, right hand, put both feet down. Not much of a difference other than just the way that you get cut off and the angles, but you're still going to the same spots. Our next 2 finishes are against help side defense and not your primary defender. So as I'm driving, and these are very common finishes that you gotta work on, but as I drive, I beat this person, I got him with a pump fake, hit him with a move. The help side steps up and they're nervous and they're worried. But one thing I can do is hit him with a Euro step. So I'm dribble, right hand, left foot. I get a quick pass fake, make him believe I'm throwing this pass there. Then take my second step back to the middle. So step one is between their feet, selling a pass. Step two is back to the middle. Here's a common mistake. Players will attack and they take that first step to the outside of his feet. So now this makes it really difficult to even cover enough ground to get past him. So your first step should go between his feet more, or even towards this inside foot. Because if I can step here, I can sell it and get so much ground away from him to have the necessary space to finish or make my read around the basket. So as I drive, I'm right hand dribble, left foot step, boom, sell, finish. Now, you saw me bring the ball over the head. A lot of players like to do this. Sell, rock. Too easy to get stolen from there. Bring it over the top, protect that basketball, get your elbows over, sell him, hard set back to the middle, and the more you can get to the middle, the more options you have to finish. Right hand, floater, left hand, layup, finish, however you want to. 1, 2, and lay, or 1, 2, and reverse. If you can work on both, it's gonna help you to make the right reads around the basket. For our pro hop, the help side chooses to step up. We don't have a ton of room, but what we need to do is make sure that we turn our body, protect the basketball, and hop through the gap. So I'm past my defender, but they're still slightly behind me. So I cannot just completely take the middle. As the help side steps up, I'm left hand dribble. As I slam this one, I don't pick it up until I'm in the air. You notice that my feet turn and face the block. So I'm driving this way, feet face this way, body faces this way. As I slam and pick it up in the air, body, feet, and everything then faces the other way. Because now you see him behind me. Too often players pro hop and don't turn. That's a steal. Turn and protect. You can cuff the ball, you can bring it over, or you can bring it under. But as long as you slam it, jump in the air, and then you pick the ball up in the air, turn your body, you'll have a good opportunity to finish. So we break down our man, attack when the help side steps up, protect it, and then finish at the basket. Do the best you can to land on 2 feet. If you pick the ball up correctly, it's not that important, but some refs still want to make sure that you land on 2. If you pick it up in the air, it's okay to land a little bit off, 1, 2, but as I said, some refs might call it, so do the best that you can to land on 2. Break down your man, attack, pro hop, and then finish. Make sure to turn your body on that pro hop. Let's go ahead and look at the other side. So you're here, I'm driving this way, body has to turn, boom, and protect the other way for my finish.
Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them. I OD. Apply pressure, put heat